Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Jianu Sarianu Sangaji, and welcome to Sikh Channel. So, Aj the Jera program Hega, it's about the incredible Sikh art exhibition without shape, without form that launched last month on Guru Nanak Dev Ji the Gurpurb on the 4th of November at Guru Maneyo Granth Gurdwara in Slough. So today we have the Sevadars from Guru Maneyo Granth Gurdwara, and shortly we will be seeing a documentary showing the opening of the Sikh art exhibition. But before we watch this, we are going to hear from the Sevadars who have been involved in delivering this exhibition. So here with me today, on my left-hand side, I have Uncle Kanwar Singh Ji and Savraj Singh, who are the trustees at the Gurdwara. On my right, I have Deep Kaur, who's part of the Sikh history team and exhibition curator, and Kanwar Singh from Art of Punjab. So, Kanwar, if I could just start with you, if you could just give us a bit of a brief introduction on yourself and also the style of artwork.
Well, I've been painting for about 10 years, really focused on the Sikh narrative. It started when I just began to study Sikh history, and I was just so fascinated by all of the stories. Like, we have such an amazing lineage behind us. And as I read this one history book, images popped into my brain one after the other. And ever since then, I've just been painting solely focused on Sikh history.
Thank you. And Baji, next to you, but I'd like to know, what was your inspiration for creating this exhibition? But before you go into answering that question, can I just say from my experience that attending the launch, it was absolutely amazing. I knew there was a big surprise. I knew it was going to be on another scale, and it definitely was, and I was lost for words. So if you could just tell us where your inspiration came from.
For me, our inspiration was our children. So at Guru Maneyo Granth Gurdwara, every Sunday we have over 500 children who come for Sikh history and Punjabi classes. And what's very close to my heart is that their parents, they put a trust in us. And it's a trust to teach their children the truth. Now, what we need to think about as parents, as a community, and as a panth, is that what kind of Sikhi and what kind of history do we want our children learning? Do we really want them to be learning a history that's based on dubious sources? Do we want them to be learning a history that's based on the accounts of those that don't follow the teachings of our Guru Sahibs? Do we want them to be learning a history that casts doubt on the bravery of our warriors? For me, this exhibition depicts our true history. And it's our true history because it's consistent with Gurbani. And it references Gurbani. And as we all know, Gurbani is our true source of knowledge. So the exhibition, it starts with Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji and how they came to the world to show us all how to meet Vaheguru through the Shabad Guru. And it's Guru Nanak Dev Ji who created the Sikhs through Kamai and Bhagati on the Shabad Guru. And it's that Kamai and Bhagati that instilled that fearless warrior spirit in our Sikhs. And it's that spirit that underpinned those actions of bravery, compassion and courage that the world had never seen before. And let's not forget all the battles and the jungs that our Guru Sahibs undertook. They were all for the truth. They were never for wealth or riches or kingdoms. They were always to preserve the truth.
Just to add to that, Guru Nanak Dev Ji's sole mission was to tell the world about Shabad Guru. But really, as Sikhs, let's forget other faiths for a second, but as Sikhs, how many of us know what Shabad Guru is, where it is, what to do with it? Guru Nanak Dev Ji told us about Shabad Guru. Guru Granth Sahib Ji now tells us about it, and we know that it's within every single body. And, that's despite caste, creed, colour, gender, age. And the unique thing about this exhibition is that we highlight the relationship between our history, Shabad Guru, and using art as an educational tool.
Uncle Ji, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਦੱਸ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਗੁਰੂ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਕਾਤੇ ਆ and if ਉਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਹੈਗਾ ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਾਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੁਣ ਸਕਦੇ?
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਸਮਝਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜੋ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਗੁਰੂ ਵੀ ਕਿਹਾ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਗੁਰੂ ਆ ਜੋ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਗੁਰੂ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਨਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਲਕ ਨੂੰ ਨਾ ਤਾਂ ਸੁਣ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਨਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਆ ਸੋ ਉਹ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਆ ਜੋ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਬਿਨ ਸ਼ਬਦੇ, ਸ਼ਬਦ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਨਾਂ, ਬਿਨ ਸ਼ਬਦੇ ਸੁਣੀਏ ਨਾ ਦੇਖੀਏ, ਜੱਗ ਬੋਲਾ ਅੰਨਾ ਪਰਮਾਏ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਭਰਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਉਹ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਨਾਂ। ਪਰ ਫਿਰ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਨੇ, ਫਰਮਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਜੋ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਆ ਉਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਆ, ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਜੀਵ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਆ ਉਹ ਸ਼ਬਦ। ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਬਾਰੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਫਰਮਾ ਰਹੇ ਆ? ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜੀਆਂ ਅੰਦਰ ਜੀਓ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਹੈ, ਜੀਆਂ ਅੰਦਰ ਜੀਓ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਹੈ, ਜਿਤ ਸਹਿ ਮਿਲਾਵਾ ਹੋਏ। ਜਿਸ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਨੇ ਉਸ ਮਾਲਕ ਨਾਲ ਮਿਲਾਪ ਕਰਾਉਣਾ ਉਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਆ। ਪਰ ਹਾਂ, ਪਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਆ ਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਦਾ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ? ਫਿਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮਾਇਆ ਧਾਰੀ, ਮਾਇਆ ਧਾਰੀ ਅਤ ਅੰਨਾ ਬੋਲਾ, ਸ਼ਬਦ ਨਾ ਸੁਣੀ ਬਹੁ ਰੋਲ ਘਚੋਲਾ। ਹੁਣ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਰਿਹਾ ਮਾਇਆ ਧਾਰੀ, ਮਾਇਆ ਜੋ ਇਹ ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਨੇ, ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਮਝਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਜੋ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਮਾਇਆ ਪੈਦਾ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਸੰਸਾਰ, ਇਹ ਇੱਕ ਮਾਇਆ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਤ੍ਰੈਗੁਣੀ ਮਾਇਆ, ਸੂਖਮ ਮਾਇਆ ਕਿਹਾ। ਸੋ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਫਰਮਾ ਰਹੇ ਆ, ਰਜ ਗੁਣ, ਤਮ ਗੁਣ, ਸਤ ਗੁਣ ਕਹੀਏ ਇਹ ਤੇਰੀ ਸਭ ਮਾਇਆ। ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਜੋ ਮਾਇਆ ਵਾ, ਇਹ ਮਾਇਆ ਦਾ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਜਾਲ ਵੀ ਕਹਿ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਜੋ ਮਾਇਆ ਨੇ ਜਾਲ ਪਾਇਆ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿਤਾ ਮਾਇਆ ਜਾਲ ਪਸਾਰਿਆ ਭੀਤਰ ਚੋਗ ਬਣਾਏ। ਤੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਜੋ ਭਰਮ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਭਰਮ ਵੀ ਕਹਿ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਹੁਣ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਭਰਮ ਇਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤ੍ਰੈਗੁਣੀ ਮਾਇਆ, ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਰਾ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੁੱਤਾ ਪਿਆ। ਤੇਹੀ ਗੁਣੀ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਭਰਮ ਸੁੱਤਾ, ਸੁੱਤਿਆਂ ਰਹਿਣ ਵੇਖਣੀ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਹੁਣ ਸੁੱਤਾ ਪਿਆ, ਇਹਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਨਾ ਤਾਂ ਸੁਣਦਾ ਤੇ ਨਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਇਹ ਮਾਇਆ ਦੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਅਧੀਨ ਹੋਇਆ ਆ ਸਾਡਾ ਮਨ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ। So Kanwar Singh, looking at some of the paintings like the Shahidi of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, they went through a horrific ordeal. So how did you visualise those events for the paintings? I guess what can we learn from those moments in history?
Well, for me the lesson that's being imparted is probably the starting point for every painting. And what I tend to do is try to find some way, like almost a single word, to sort of connect the viewer with what's being conveyed, and it's often like a personal interpretation. So with the Shahidi of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, I think the idea that I really wanted to connect the viewer with was the idea of Guru Arjan Dev Ji's supremacy over the situation. I did not want to paint him as a victim, even though his ordeal was a terrible one. I wanted to show that there's something greater that Guru Arjan Dev Ji is connected to, and that is what is enabling him to be able to bear this ordeal. And the fact that this ordeal almost had to happen for the continuation of the story as we understand it.
And I remember just, looking at these paintings, and even before knowing what Shabad Guru was, and I just couldn't understand how it could be possible that our Gurmukhs, our the Shaheeds and our Gurus went through such horrific ordeals, like you said. But how? Like, do they have some mystical, supernatural powers? Like, to be able to sit on a tati tavi, raging fire underneath them, hot sand being poured on them, sitting in boiling water day after day. Like, physically, what is actually happening to their bodies? And yet, when we see them in paintings, they're always sort of serene and unaffected by it, which is obviously, the true state of their mind. But how? And it was only through understanding what Shabd Guru was and understanding that Guruji was connected to Waheguru through the Shabd Guru that you realise that actually these are not supernatural powers. This is a practical technique that they had mastered.
ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਹੁਣ ਸਾਰੀ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਸਮਝਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਜੋ ਭਰਮ, ਜੋ ਮਾਇਆ, ਇਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟੀਕਲ ਫਿਰ ਦੱਸ ਰਹੇ ਆ। ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟੀਕਲ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਜੋ ਸਾਰੀ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀਆਂ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟੀਕਲ ਆ। ਸੋ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਫਿਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਜੋ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟੀਕਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ। ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜੋ ਇਹ ਭਰਮ, ਜੋ ਮਾਇਆ ਦਾ ਪਰਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪਾਇਆ ਆਪਣੇ ਮਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਲਾਉਣਾ, ਇਹਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟੀਕਲ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਦਾ ਆਪ ਕੀਤਾ। ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਗੁਰਮਿਲ ਜੀਤਾ, ਗੁਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਗੁਰਮਿਲ ਜੀਤਾ, ਹਰ ਹਰ ਕੀਤਾ, ਟੂਟੀ ਭੀਤਾ ਭਰਮ ਗੜਾ। ਇਹ ਭਰਮ ਦਾ ਪੜਦਾ ਫਿਰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਲਾਹਿਆ ਉਹ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਸੁਣਨ ਲਈ। ਜੋ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੁਣਨਾ ਨਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਭਰਮ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪਰਦਾ ਸੀ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਕੀਤਾ, ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਭਰਮ ਦਾ ਪਰਦਾ ਦੂਰ ਕੀਤਾ। ਫਿਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਮਝਾ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਕਹੇ ਦਿਨ ਰਾਤੀ, ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਕਹੇ ਦਿਨ ਰਾਤੀ, ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਗੁਣ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਸੁਣਾਵਣੇ ਆ। ਜਦੋਂ ਫਿਰ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਣਾ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਉਸ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਤੱਕ ਉਹ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਸੁਣਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ। ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਮਾਲਕ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਸੁਣਾਉਣਗੇ, ਉਹ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ।
And then Kanwar, during the opening of the exhibition, many people came out very emotional, including myself and a lot of friends and family that attended. You could just see the reactions on their faces when they came out. We know that a lot of the paintings that were there had already been seen by many people, but could you just tell us a little bit about their reactions? Because people were speechless, and you know, it's really hard for someone who's actually seen it themselves to actually talk about it, but the reaction on their faces said it all. So if you could just emphasise on that.
Well, to be honest with you, I was quite emotional myself. I've been exhibiting my work for a while now. I think, in fact, this year I exhibited all across North America. And I think that this was just a completely unique situation. Just in the approach was very different. Prior, I've always done it by myself. But here, I think we just had like an amazing team of Sevadars that just sort of pooled incredible resources together, but also just their passion. And I think I saw it, like I came here a year ago, just as part of the camp. And, you know, just I got such a different sort of sense of the place. I just felt that, like, you know, the focus on Simran, the focus on Seva, and just sort of just meeting the people, and I just sort of saw the possibilities. And even then I didn't really sort of click how great it could be. And so when I walked in, I was just focused on painting and just getting as much work here as possible. So I was focusing on what I was good at. So when I came in, and I was just blown away. And the truth is because my work has never had so much support before. Just to be able to see like the painting laid out with the history, connected to the Gurbani, it was just such a complete picture. And I think that's what kind of overtook a lot of people's emotions. And I think it was just conveyed in a way where I think you could come in with a lot of knowledge, or you could come in with very little, and you would still be affected by it. You would still walk away with something. So,
yeah, I actually remember somebody said to me that they didn't have much knowledge about Sikh history or anything about Shabad Guru. They came to the exhibition and they were just fascinated by it, and actually said, you know what, we want to come back and spread the word. So it's done a great job of that. And then Savraj Baji, I'd like to ask you really, you're going to huge lengths to preserve and tell our history. How do we engage the generations to come?
We'll engage the generation to come when we make them our priority. At Guru Maneyo Granth Gurdwara, the children, the youth, they are our priority. Every Sunday in the Darbar, it's our children who do Kirtan in the Darbar. Every Sunday, for over an hour, we have Katha in English, so our children understand the message of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Our classrooms, they're fitted out with facilities you find in every modern school. For us, this exhibition, we wanted to make sure it was delivered to a standard that matched those you see in galleries in all the major cities in the world. So doing something with that professionalism and with the priority on youth is how we're going to engage the youth.
And also so that the kids actually do the practical, which they do here, the practical, do Simran to get to Shabad Guru. They fall in love with Shabad Guru, and really the world is theirs. And these everyday problems that people face, they'll rise above all of that. And what's kind of interesting is what we have to know is that Panth starts at home, then they become the Panth, they look after the Panth, they look out for others, and that's beautiful, because that goes full circle of exactly what our history was about. And the story of the Sikhs should be, the world should know about it, more so because Guru Granth Sahib Ji is for the whole world.
So Kanwar, can you tell us a little bit about your future in terms of artwork, or any future projects? Where will that be leading to?
Well, in the immediate future, there's work that still has to be completed here. What's interesting about this project is that it's instead of like sort of a static gallery, it's kind of it's an evolving one. So we've created a space, we've filled it with a timeline, but then there are pieces which are sort of not fully developed that I'm working on. That are maybe more sketches, and then will be turned into like final pieces. And that's sort of interesting even from an education point of view, because you know, if you're interested in the arts, if you're a young kid interested in the arts, it's great to see paintings in evolution. Going beyond that, I'm kind of hoping that like what we've done is just completely set the bar so much higher than our community traditionally places on the arts. So I'm hoping that people will see this exhibit, and then they will see like, this is the power of art, this is our history, our legacy, but told in a way that can be communicated to someone that barely knows anything about Sikhi. So once we see the potential there, I think the sky is the limit.
To add to what Kanwar said, from the Gurdwara's point of view, for us this gallery is just another phase of the development of our site. So as our viewers are probably aware, we have the Refresh Skills Centre located at the Gurdwara Sahib, and that Refresh Skills Centre provides free City and Guilds training to anyone, people of any different religion, caste, whatever background, and that's very unique and it's not seen anywhere else in this country. In that same way, this exhibition is also very unique and it's not seen anywhere. I don't think anything like this is in, I've not seen anything like this in the world. Now what we hope to achieve is for all the local schools or schools up and down the country to come and visit this exhibition. So we want to attract the top schools in the country, because those people are going to become influencers and decision makers for this country and around the world. We want them to know our true history, the history of Shabad Guru. So when they go to a Gurdwara Sahib, they see the Langar Hall, when they see Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, they will understand what was behind all of that. So that's what we'd like to see kind of come from this exhibition.
Benji, could I ask you, so what's the future of Guru Maneyo Granth Gurdwara going to hold?
All we can say right now is watch this space for a very big announcement.
Thank you. So I'd like to finish as well to say to all the Sangat ਜਿਹੜੇ ਦੇਖਦੇ are that please, if you would like to find out more about the Shabad Guru and our Sikh history, then please visit this exhibition on the following dates: Monday the 25th of December from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m, Sunday the 31st of December from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And if you would like more information, you can go to www.withoutshape.withoutform. Please, Sangat ji, meri benti vi hai, please support such projects. This isn't just for Sikhs, it's for Sikhs, non-Sikhs, up and down the country, and even internationally. Guru Maneyo Granth Gurdwara are doing some amazing projects, amazing sevadars here, so please support them. This is the month where we remember Sade Jade Jar Seb Jade vi hai, so please make sure that you take time out to visit the Gurdwara on these two dates. And I must say, actually, which we didn't mention in this interview, there was about 5,000 people that came on the launch of the exhibition. So you can imagine the whole spectacular exhibition that's been created, some of the responses from people and just their reactions that we had. I'm left speechless. I came on the launch. I'm going to be coming again, spreading the word to my friends and family. Dusivi, please make sure that you do. And the other thing I'd like to say, stay tuned on Sikh channel, as there is a documentary to follow which will show the highlights of this amazing and spectacular exhibition. And please, as I say to always, please spread the word. Let's support the Sangat, because this is what we're here for, is to do the seva, come together as a paravad and make sure that you attend, because I'll be there and it'd be nice to say fateh to all the Sangats. If mere to koi galtiyan bhi hoyi, please mainu maaf kariyo. Bulla chokka di maafi. Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh.
on behalf of the whole community globally, I would like to appreciate your attendance, and I want to call out Kanwar for doing such an amazing job with all his work. The purpose of Sikh art is different than that of traditional religious art. For Sikhs, God has no shape, no color, no form. And a connection to God is not found through art. You see, art is an exercise of the imagination. Your connection to God is not. Your connection to God must be real. These paintings here today take us to a place that connects us to our past. In the same way, there is an internal connection that takes us to God. This internal connection is called Shabad Guru. This Shabad Guru has no shape, no color, no form, and it is heard by the mind. As you go through the gallery today, you will explore the rich history of Sikhi. And you should ask yourself, what was the source of their strength? What was the source of their bravery? What was the source of their love for God? You should know it was the Shabad Guru. This Shabad Guru lives in all people, and we must learn to cultivate it within ourselves. It was the internal, invisible, and constant sound, that primal sound of Shabad Guru, that inspired the writing of the Sri Guru Granth Sahib. And because Sri Guru Granth Sahib is meant for all of humanity, it means Sikh history is meant all for humanity. This gallery today provides the forum to share that history and to share that message. And we hope that this gallery will inspire people not to worship paintings, not to worship images, but to make them think about the sacrifices people had to make just so they could preach truth. So I want to thank the Sangat for putting it all together. I want to thank the fellow trustees and all the Sangat for all their hard work. By the way, no one took any money for this. It was all free. From the painter to all the people who put in the thousands of hours that it took to put the gallery together. When you give, it's one thing. When you share, it's another. Sikhs share, they don't give. God is the giver. Our job is to be the sharers. So, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
I've always been very fascinated with art, and I've always been very fascinated with history. I'm very interested in things that are bigger than like personal stories. So at this exhibition, what we're going to be presenting is sort of pretty much my full catalog of work that I worked over in 10 years, you know, in that sort of 10-year journey as an artist, focusing only on Sikh history. And also, we've got like 15 new paintings that have been developed only for this project. So it's a lot of work that no one's ever seen before. The exhibition is so complete. When I do exhibitions in other areas, it's very much just sort of the art alone and, you know, maybe a little bit of description. But here, what's been achieved is what I set out to do and how I conceive my art. I don't really see one piece and then another piece. I see a timeline. Some of the stuff that's being created alongside my art, that as I've been walking through and reading it, is sort of been even eye-opening for me. And I feel my part is just to accompany that bigger picture.
What you see here is a combination of the wording matching the description of what Guru Nanak experienced when he met them. In the beginning, when they met Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the story is told through Gurbani that they just simply referred to him as a boy. And the Siddhas had a number of miraculous powers that they had, and they just thought they were the top of the top. They offered up a challenge to him. They said, "You see if you can find us, and we'll see if we can find you." So their leader and their teacher actually had converted themselves into an insect. They managed to go ahead and use their miraculous powers to change their form. Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, "Oh, maybe I should just kill this little bug." And they're like, no, that's our teacher, right? And so Guru Nanak Dev Ji said next, he goes, "Okay, you see if you can find me." Guru Nanak Dev Ji merged his 5 elements into God, where it says, Nirankar Akar Smave, Akukala Sach Takave. He goes, he was able to merge his full body into Waheguru, and the Siddhas said, "We give up. We couldn't find you. No matter where you went, we could not find you." And Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, "God is not found in Riddhi Siddhis, but God is truth, and you have to experience that truth." They ask, "Who is your Guru?" And Guru Nanak Dev Ji so eloquently says, "Shabad Guru Surt Tunchela," which means, "I am the follower of the Shabad Guru." The Shabad Guru comes from Waheguru's voice, and Guru Nanak Dev Ji simply is a servant of that voice. And this is a profound statement to the Siddhas. They thought Nam was found through the miraculous powers that they had. They thought that was the Nam, but they didn't understand how to actually get to the Nam or merge in the Nam. And Gurbani says, Guru Nanak that changed that for them, explaining to them how to merge into the Nam and get to the truth.
When you sort of have the image, you also combine it with Gurbani, and then you have the history. It's the 3 perfect pieces that really give someone a really complete picture of that moment.
Our history is connected to our spirituality.
And I think you're also going to see it in sort of the love and care that's been put into this environment. This is like a really inspirational environment that I don't think it's possible for a person to come here and walk away without anything. I think this is just going to like sort of put a seed that's in people's hearts, and I think it's from all the effort and all of the sort of the love that's gone into this.
It puts a smile to my face walking into a Gurugar and seeing something which is so professional that's actually put a museum or a gallery onto international standard. What was the thought process in actually having a gallery of such sort in there? What was the need for it?
This is kind of the visionary path that I think this Gurdwara takes, is quality comes first. We see things in the Western world with such a good quality, and, you know, I'd like to think as a Sikh and my fellow Sikhs that we can do it the best. And they really had a vision to go ahead and make a platform where education, history, and understanding of Gurbani would come together.
This gallery is always been sort of my dream, but I think the vision really belongs to like the volunteers here at Guru Maneyo Granth Gurdwara for like actually making it happen. When I walked in here, I have to say, like, I got to see it last night for the first time, and I was just blown away. I think our communities long deserved like a place like this that really is at a level that, you know, is deserving of the heritage.
congratulate the Guru Maneyo Granth Gurdwara and everybody involved in this incredible, inspirational exhibition. To have the work of such a prominent artist as Kanwar Singh, it's superb for Slough to be the host for this permanent exhibition. I think it will inspire hundreds of artists and thousands of artists in the future as well.
Well, I expected exhibition to be like just a usual exhibition we get in the communities, and was invited by Kanwar and his team here. And to be honest, what I saw was just like, I'm blown out of the water with it. It's just amazing. The different angles on the paintings, the pictures, and the write-ups.
I've walked in here and I have no words. Each image that I've seen, each portrait that I've seen, each painting has really, really touched my soul. I could actually stand here crying because each one tells a story, and it tells it with so much depth. Yet each image, whilst it's got the depth, it also has so much peace.
So this is a painting of Baba Jujhar Singh at the Battle of Chamkaur. Now, as the story goes, having witnessed his brother attain Shahidi, he asked Guru Gobind Singh Ji, his father, if he too could go. Guruji blessed him and gave him permission to go out and fight. And so this depicts that moment where he just leaps off the battlements into the opposing army. And then it all came together when I drew Baba Jujhar Singh's face. And the whole painting it's frankly really violent. But one of the key things is Baba Jujhar Singh's face. Amidst all this violence, all this anger, there is just a moment of absolute peace. And that's what I wanted to convey, that he is projecting Waheguru from within.
It captures the essence, and that I haven't seen in an exhibition for a very long time, and I've never seen it in our own exhibitions before.
I thought it was phenomenal. I thought it was inspiring. I thought it was incredibly important, particularly it was the first exhibition in the UK on Sikh art.
I thought it was beautiful, and as a non-Sikh who didn't know that much about the history, I felt that was a really easy, digestible way of telling the story.
My hope with this gallery in creating this permanent space is that if someone walks in from the community, someone who's not even a Sikh, who knows nothing about Sikhism, I hope that person walks out here with probably more knowledge than like an average Sikh that you might just pull out of a crowd.
I think this art sends a message that can take an audience who could otherwise maybe not be interested in Sikhi and give them a chance to connect in a different way.
Now I feel like I know how it connects together.
Because it's through art, through culture, through history that we actually gain a greater insight into us as individuals.
Through this, we will be able to teach so many generations, and that's the way we can keep our culture going. So I really thank everyone.
This Gurdwara, Guru Maneyo Granth Gurdwara Sahib in Slough, has taken the lead to say, we welcome thought, this is who we are. Brilliant, well done to all. Thank you to this Gurdwara.
So I thought, overall, I thought it was an incredible exhibition. I think everybody should come and see it.
And I really hope everybody from around all corners of the world will come and see this.
You want to come to this exhibit to see Sikh art presented in a way that has never been presented before, and to also see the accompanying history and the message through Gurbani that's never been presented in the same way as well. See like a complete picture. Not my pictures, but just a bigger picture, sort of a complete message.
Our primary objective is to share it for generations. This is not something that we plan to charge money for. This is not something that we expect to profit from. Why we have done this is to share our rich history so that people are motivated to follow Sikhi, they're inspired to learn Sikhi, and they're inspired to live Sikhi according to Sri Guru Granth Sahib.